Now let's see a few services that are provided by AWS. Of course, AWS is one of the best platform and the biggest one as well. So therefore, they are providing more than 200 services, right? Some of them are related to machine learning, some of them are related to, computer vision, NLP, chatbots, and a lot of other things as well, right? Web and migration and, databases and computation and a lot of other things, right? So these are all the services that are available in Amazon. So let's see only a handful of them, a few of them. So the first service that we are going to discuss is AWS Compute. So AWS Compute basically allows you to pay for the instances that you are using, of course, right? So there is a lot of chances that you might not need that much of cloud interface when we are talking about your company, right? And if you take AWS, it will make sure that you only use it and you only pay for it when you are required to pay, right? So they do not sort of make you pay for something. So that is another important point when we are talking about AWS. You only pay accordingly to your needs, right? So AWS Compute is one of the major services that is used a lot when we are talking about AWS. Other than that, if you want to develop a storage for your system, right, for your company, then you can also take a service such as AWS Storage. In AWS Storage, you can also have a lot of memory that is available on cloud for you, right? And you can use that memory to enter and save all of the things, all of the document and all of the material that is required for your company. And later you can be sure that material is not going anywhere, right? So using AWS storage is a very handy way to have your own sort of drive, right, on AWS. Other than compute and storage, so let's give it a number 1, let's give it a number 2. The third service that I am going to discuss is databases. So of course, if any one of you is familiar with programming, that then you might know then that in every industry and in every company, everywhere, you need to have databases, right? So let's suppose if you are doing data analytics for a bank, right? So the data that they are going to give you is from their database, right? So where is that data saved, right? And what is the architecture of data, what is the organization of that data? So these are very important things. However, when you are buying a service such as AWS database, you can be sure that all of your data is available on cloud and you can access it anytime you want, right? So AWS database is also a very important service that is used a lot. Other than that, AWS migration is another service that makes sure, let's actually give it a number 3 first, that actually makes sure that you are sort of migrating your company from your real world infrastructure to a cloud, right? However, due to their pricing and things like that, it becomes really easy, and it also supports a lot of offline systems as well. So therefore you do not have to take everything on the cloud. You can also work here and you can also work here, right? So that is why AWS is also very flexible when it comes to things such as AWS migration, right? So these are the 4 things that are very important products when we are talking about AWS. Other than this, there are a lot of other products that are important as well. For example, if you want to develop a product, an NLP product, let's suppose, or even a chatbot, right? And you want others to use that chatbot, right? So for that, what you have to do, you have to develop your own API, right? Something like that. And then those people can use that chatbot in their companies or in their industries as well, right? So that way, AWS also gives you a platform which is called Amazon API Gateway, that is used for network and content delivery, and it will make sure that your product, which can be a chatbot, which can be anything else, right? Your product is delivered to the customer with ease, right? And the customer can use this Amazon API Gateway to use your product as a API, right? So this is a very important tool, and it is used by developers a lot. Other than that, there are also cloud management services and tools that AWS provides. So all of these tools and management services come under the umbrella of AWS Cloud Management Services. So you can actually see how to manage your cloud platform, and how you can develop a better cloud platform, right, for your customers as well. So when we are talking about developing any product, there is an issue with that, and that issue is we have to be sure that our product is safe and secure. And for that, AWS also provides a lot of products, right? One of those products is AWS WAF and Shield, and this product makes sure that your product is secure, and the identity of the users are identified and things like that. Yeah. So due to that, it is actually a very important step, and it is sure that your company is in safe hands, and you can just use it to develop the product that you want. Last but not the least, there are a lot of other products as well, like a messaging product, which is AWS Elastic Transcoder. So you can do that to develop your messaging system as well, right? So these are a few important products that I have talked about, and I'll talk about a few products such as AWS Lex later. And other than that, there will also be a discussion about what is AWS Lambda. So because we are going to connect with that, right, in the later part of this course. So these are the products that I'll be discussing later. These are the products that I have discussed now, and this is it about the services that Amazon provides.